Again, I have to play a little insignificant country in India. But no, I'm not doing that. I mean, yeah, I will play it, but not in base game Victoria 3. Instead, today I'll be playing the Project Variety mode, which is trying to create a more balanced environment, in which Britain doesn't dominate every single game, and we actually get a bit of variety. Yes, I said it. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting mode, and we're gonna be playing a pretty interesting country, the Royal Company of India. We are a chartered company of Oman, which has a bit of a colonial empire going. Yes, the colonial powers of this world are a bit different. Denmark colonized a bit more, the Dutch as well got a pretty big company over here, so do the Portuguese, but also some other people like the Marinid Sultanate, and also Venice, which even got something going on in America. Wait, the Koreans even have a colonial administration up here. Okay, this will be an interesting world, I have to say. But for now, we have to focus on ourselves. Now, the game also had some mechanics which are more EU4-like, such as missionaries and governors and monthly piety, but also stuff like national focuses, and we can choose one. Let's see, what gives me less infamy? Ooh, imperialist stance, minus 60% infamy generation against unrecognized powers, but less infamy decay. No, I'm taking this. And I also get a missionary and a governor working. I kind of want to convert as many people as possible, because we are Zoroastrian. Yes, Zoroastrianism is still very much alive in this game, and I kinda like the idea of converting India to Zoroastrianism. Sounds pretty fun, I think that's what I'll try to do. Okay, power blocks are also starting to be formed. Japan has the biggest one. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Now we need to start annexing some people, which is gonna be very easy because we have line infantry, and everyone in India is still using irregulars. As for laws who are not really doing that bad, we have agrarianism at least, and the slave trade as well. But it doesn't matter, we'll focus on converting people. And for that we'll get religious schools. People are actually fighting surprisingly. The AI seems way more aggressive in this game. Kinda like that. We can build a research center. Sure, why not? No idea what this is. Invention progress. Yeah, a lot of stuff I don't understand in this game. But we'll figure it out as we go. Yeah, we'll be getting into a lot of wars, aren't we? Now I'll try to annex Sindh. And then probably those guys up here. Oh no, never mind, those guys. Yopal also joins against me. So I guess I'm taking your states as well. This war might actually be pretty hard. But it's fine, like I said, we have line infantry. And as a result, no one can really beat us. God damn it, we have to fight Awad as well. I might have beaten more than I can chew. No, we're fine. We're doing this. We'll be dominating India, and no one will be able to do anything about it. Our piety is high enough to embrace an aspect. Now what in the world is that, and where can I get it? Oh, religion over here probably, yes. Could get birth rate, which would be pretty good in the long term. Okay, better army modifiers. Ooh, or infamy decay. That'd also be good in the long term. And conversion as well. So many good stuff over here. So many good modifiers. But I'll take the infamy decay. We'll do a lot of expanding. Religious schools was best, which will put us in a huge bureaucracy deficit, but we're gonna be converting quicker, so that's all that matters. Now we also have a market liberal landowner, and we're gonna give him leadership. I think in this mode Corlos are still pretty overpowered, so that's what's going on. I'll get interventionism for now, might switch to laissez-faire a bit later though. Let's keep our expansion going, we shall never stop. No, Persia is in a civil war. The Sunnis are fighting the Zoroastrians, and the Zoroastrians are kind of losing, so I don't really like that. Yes, I've conquered my little chunk of India. I think Zoroaster will be very proud. Should I keep going or should I wait and replenish my losses? Yeah, no, I think I'll keep going. We'll have time to rest when we are dead. Okay, sick empire. They joined against me, they have line infantry. Yeah, this might have been a mistake actually. I think we should be able to hold, however. But this is definitely the hardest war yet. Another aspect we can unlock. Okay then. Let's see it. I like this conversion modifier. I'll definitely get it. Bengal wants to conquer the central provinces. Should I accept? Bengal is pretty strong, but they are using irregulars. So no, I'm not giving you anything. Oh, and actually Oman is handling this war. Yeah, cause they are my overlord. Got interventionism. Time for free trade. And I can select another policy right over here. Let's see. I'll do this one because it gives more conversion. I want to convert as much as possible. Finally, we're at peace once again. Not Bengal though, they are attacking Hyderabad. Should I also try to attack Hyderabad? Okay, sure. Also are embracing free trade. Could also go for homesteading. Meanwhile, Brazil has also appeared over here. The American Federation as well. What is this? All the European colonies on the East Coast united, and are probably coming for the natives. Has the Netherlands always been that big? I don't think so, at least. Also, Italy is uniting under the Imperial Church of Italia. Yeah, that's the papacy. Interesting stuff. Man, we have so much piety, we can get like all the aspects. Right now, I kinda want more bureaucracy, not gonna lie to you. Now, the main reason I'm not making money right now is because of Oman. Sending 8k a week to Oman, that's just not reasonable. And we are way stronger than them as well. So you know what? It's time to demand our independence. I really don't think they can stop us from breaking free. Oh, okay, the Sikh Empire sides with them. Do you really think that will make a difference? Oh yeah, it will make a difference because I'm taking them over as well. Goodbye, Oman. Now we are only the Company of India, not royal anymore. But we are a major power, and we can establish our own company, since we are not a company ourselves anymore. Although we don't really have any good ones. Okay, we'll get a forestry one for now. Might change it later though. Now I'll use my piety to get more qualifications. Seems like the right thing to do. Another policy available. Bureaucratic efficiency. Honestly, this minus 15% bureaucracy population cost is sort of necessary for India. Oh yeah, that's way better. I can now start incorporating more states. Still not all of them, however. I can unlock a cultural reform. Now what in the world is that even about? Okay, so we have two types of reform. National supremacy and intellectual nation reforms. And we can choose which way we want to go. Kinda wanna go towards national supremacy because of more conversion. Although it will be more radicals. Yeah, whatever. Now I think I understand why Bengal is so powerful, because they are Zoroastrian as well, and so they have God on their side. However, that will not stop me from attacking the other guys in the south, and homesteading is failing. I got so close to actually passing it and now it's failing. Such a waste of time. At least we can get racial segregation, I guess. Can't get anything better because I still have slavery. It is what it is. Now I can't really expand anymore because I have too much infamy, and I don't wanna become a pariah. So for a bit we are gonna just chill. I can unlock an age bonus. Okay, we have ages in this game. The birth of nations. Then we get the age of imperialism and the age of the great wars. Very interesting, I have to say. I could get more infamy decay, but also this low enactment chance is pretty useful. No, I'll get the infamy decay. I need it desperately. And we enacted racial segregation, yes. Per capita taxation would be amazing. Now thinking about it, my population is so big at this rate I'll never be able to fully industrialize, so I don't actually mind giving investment rights to a couple people. Especially if I can get stuff like defensive pacts in return. Managed to get a treaty with the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth and one with the papacy. Hopefully they'll start building something. No, nobody has any money to build over here. Okay then. Okay, I attack Little Travancore and Bengal sides with them. Well, in that case, how about you liberate a couple countries, Mr. Bengal? I have minus 24% control right now. Yeah, those modifiers are not too nice, I have to say. But at least the conversion is going pretty well. That's important, right? Why can't I get any good laws passed? I don't know, I'll just get an economic policy, I guess. Minting and extraction, sure. Yeah, this is a bit better, isn't it? Especially because this state is not connected to the market. Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you to subscribe since I'm doing a mega campaign at 10k. Now with that out of the way, it's time to turn westward. I'll be conquering this part of Kalat and this part of Kabul, and I'll make a protectorate out of both of them. Seems like a pretty good idea. Thankfully they didn't back down. And I didn't see this up until now, but we have military doctrines. Kinda like in Hoi 4. Okay, we'll get superior firepower. Maybe it will help us out. Okay, Kalat is opposing me. And the Liberty Desire is skyrocketing. We'll figure it out later. For now we're annexing Kashmir, which I released from the 6. No matter the scenario, the Heavenly Kingdom will always appear, I guess. Well, good luck with converting China. I'll be working on India. Let's get our second company, the Metal Corporation of Bombay. Yes. I think I'll go for Oman, and I'll take their holdings in Persia. You will see why a bit later. Now our truce with Bengal is also over, so it's time to attack them and take this state, Bihar. I'll do it because it's also a holy site of the Zoroastrian faith, although it costs a lot of infamy. Another age bonus for us. I'll get this law enactmenting, because I finally wanna pass some laws. The war is very much over, and now we have our first holy site, but we can get a couple more. We can get some from Iran. Pars and also this state are both holy sites, and both of them are on my border. However, the Persians do have line infantry, so they could actually cause some problems, but we should be fine. And yeah, that's the main reason I took this land from Oman, so I can get to Persia. Okay, and the natives are also uniting in America. We got a great turtle nation. Pretty nice to see. And Venice seems to be stopping the Americans from getting contact with the natives. And we got per capita. Seems like that age bonus is really helping. And my subjects are going to war with each other. Well, good luck with that. The war with Persia is over. And I also took this little sliver of land so I can get get a connection to Azerbaijan, because that's where the last 2 holy sites are. Should I take them right now? I'll have to fight the Sultanate of Rome. Can we actually beat those guys? They do have line infantry, but I think we can still do it. You know what, sure, let's get all of our holy sites. Okay, what have I done? Hanover and all their puppets joined against me now. Yeah, still I'm not backing down. I'm not leaving without my holy sites. And I can also establish my very own paper company. Or I could get the Zoroastrian paper company, but honestly this one is better, because we can get craft paper, and also more bureaucracy. This is what we need. Kabul united Afghanistan. Very nice, very nice. Now I have only one subject to worry about. And of course they claim my land. Yeah, we'll see about that. Yeah, now we're not really able to push in this war. So we'll have to wait until all the Europeans leave. How long can that really take? Oh, the Persians are also at war with the Sultanate of Rome. And they also want to take Tabriz. Okay, then we gotta push. We gotta do it. We gotta occupy it before the Persians do. We can end this war. Very nice. And we still don't have all the holy sites. Oh, that's because Baku is a split state, and Russia has a little bit of that. I don't really want to fight Russia, but I might just have to. For the greatness of Zoroastrianism. Are they just not gonna send anybody to the front? I mean, I don't really mind it. And I also don't mind homesteading. The Russian AI is really just sleeping right now. Okay, now they are sending troops. Took you long enough. And they are sending everybody. It's really all or nothing for them. Well, I'm still taking Baku. And now we officially have all the Zoroastrian holy sites, which gives some pretty nice buffs here and there. I will also make Afghanistan a puppet and not a protectorate. I think it's also about time to create our own power block. Of course it will have to be a religious convocation. I really want that conversion. And we'll get divine economics. We can actually get 3 mandates straight away. Okay, that's nice. Thankfully the cohesion is not that bad. And we also became a great power, by the way. That is nice, except I can't get as many rivals anymore, I'm pretty sure. So it's not that nice. Now after our great expeditions westward, it's time to finally turn back to India. And attack Bengal again. Now the question is, should I go ahead and become a theocracy? I think I will. I also wanna see if our name will change. Now I notice my infamy is not going down as fast as before. And that's because we entered the new age, the age of imperialism. So we don't get our cool infamy decay modifiers from before. Not really a big fan of this, I have to say. Aren't there some other policies I can take for infamy decay? I guess this one, but I'll not be able to change it for 5 years. So do I really want this? Okay, I'll do it. I'll wait 4 years actually. I'll get my infamy down, and then we're going back to expanding everywhere. Maybe destroying Bengal was a bit of a mistake, because that led to the rise of Orissa, who took most of the land that Bengal conquered. Oh yeah, we'll be getting craft paper. Now we can change our policy, and I'll change it back to imperialist stance. Time to annex some more people, like Orissa, and Bastar, and also Awadh, and Bengal, why not? Although Spain wants to fight me on this. Well, they're not gonna succeed. In fact, I'll even go ahead and attack Manipur, and we become a theocracy. And we still keep the name and everything. Now we united most of India, except for the parts the European owned. Oh, and also Carthage is back. They took over that Muslim empire that was very prominent over here. Hungary takes over Romania. The Roman Empire never looked so bad. Great Turtle keeps expanding. Yeah, a lot of interesting stuff happening. But we're gonna be focusing on our own country, on our conversion of everybody. It went pretty well over here in the west. Now it's time to bring Zoroastrianism to the east. Now I also want to make a couple protectorates in Central Asia. Why not, after all, they're all Zoroastrian. So they are all welcome to my block. Okay, and those guys just backed down. Very nice of them, very nice. Let's keep going into Bukhara. They back down as well. I have enough infamy to also take over those guys. A new policy is available now. Amazing, because I wanna get the infamy reduction one. Also an age bonus. Let's see, what's cool in this age? 50% assimilation, 50% conversion. You just know I have to get this. India must become Zoroastrian. Kinda want to make this one a golden age. But for that we need to complete 5 of those objectives. We already have 3 of them. I'm not getting my literacy up to 50%. Activate a colonial law. What, so just pass one of those ones? I can do that. I can get colonial exploitation. Build a big navy and be the #1 producer of coal. How much coal are we making? We are not making a lot of coal whatsoever. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna build a big navy. I think it's also about time for us to switch to skirmish infantry. And we reached 100 million GDP. We are, however, below the United Netherlands. And the law passed. And it is putting us into a bit of a bureaucracy shortage. Let's try to fix that. But at least we completed our age objectives. And we can declare a golden age, but I think I'll wait a bit longer for that. Just a little bit longer. Wait, what? I didn't notice this. So in this mode, laissez-faire will give us plus +2 max number of companies, and interventionism only 1, so we should switch to laissez-faire. I had no idea this was changed. I thought it was the same as the base game, you know. Now we can select another policy, and I'm actually not too sure what to choose. Do I want to finally go against the Europeans, or do I want to get more protectorates up here in Central Asia? That is the question. Well, I think it's time to go against the Europeans and get this one, which will allow us to take states a bit cheaper. But it looks like Burma and Illyria of all people joins against me. Yeah, that's Illyria right there. We can deal with this war because I built that big navy, and now I can blockade Bengal. And it's about time to also declare our golden age. Oh yeah, and we unlocked laissez-faire. We can get another company. Yeah, this seems pretty good. I think this is a unique one. Not only that, but in real life it was actually founded by a Zoroastrian family, so it fits very well with our roleplay. And our war for the liberation of Bengal is over. A lot of those guys have been converted to Catholicism. Well, it's time to bring them back to Zoroastrianism. Wait, what? But now with laissez-faire I can't build everything I want? I can't even build anything anymore. Except for development buildings, I guess. And I guess I could build this one. But still, this is pretty bad, because I'm 100% reliant on my private construction now. Yeah, the economic systems are way different in this mode. Okay, then I guess we can build more construction sectors, and we'll let the capitalists do all the rest. And looks like the Netherlands is having a revolt in their little colony in India. Should I try to get involved? Those guys don't even want to be my subject, so I don't know about that. I guess I could try to protect them in this war and then betray them right after. Okay, sure, we'll support you for an obligation. We'll protect you from the Netherlands. And I also got that slavery, just so the companies would shut up about it. For God's sake, now they want something else. Okay, no migration controls. Now it's time to take you over. Ah yes, our borders are looking much better now. And the conversion is also going pretty well. Most of our states now have a Zoroastrian majority, but there is still much to be done. One thing I wanna do is conquer Sri Lanka from Carthage. Although a lot of people join against us, like Germania and Alba. Oh, also Iberia united. Good for them, I guess, good for them. And we passed the law. This war might actually be extremely easy if they don't defend this naval invasion. And they don't. They actually don't defend the naval invasion. They actually let me take Ceylon just like that. And that's it, I occupy the state. It's that easy. Now, I will also try to get wealth voting. I will also change my foreign policy to this infamy reduction one. Now, once again, we're at peace. And I don't think I'll go to war with any Europeans from now on. I will just focus on the countries surrounding me. And of course, I'll focus on converting everyone. And wealth voting is here. Now we're gonna pass poor laws, because the companies really want to. And now we have minus 100% control. Things are not amazing, really. Now I noticed our conversions really worked. They might have worked too well. Our population is officially 100% Zoroastrian. We literally have no other religions over here. Yeah, this is pretty insane. Let's also bring Oman in our religious convocation for an obligation. Why not? Maybe we'll also be able to bring in Persia at some point. 4 laws enacted, and I hope the companies are not gonna ask me for any other laws. And of course they do. Of course. Now it's about time to stand up their demands. You are not getting anything. You can cry about it all you want. Now I actually want to go back to interventionism. I want to build stuff myself. We have no more infamy and we can change our policy. You know what that means. Time for some more imperialism. Khiva, you'll be my protectorate. And also you will be my protectorate. And you will be my protectorate. And we can get a treaty with Persia to make them join my power bloc. Okay. Okay, that was very nice. Unexpectedly nice. Also, Uigurstan, you are Zoroastrian, right? Why don't you also become a protectorate? Okay, but I was not able to get those guys because Russia joined them in the war, and then when Russia capitulated I just didn't get anything. So that's pretty bad, but at least we have all those other guys as protectorates, right? And we can also invite Bahrain. Now I need to go into some kind of war against Iran. I can do a humiliation. Okay, sure. Now why do I want to go to war with Persia? Is it just for the fun of it? Sure, it's a little bit of that as well. But it's mostly because they got claims on Turkmenia, which is a decentralized state that no one can colonize because of Persia. And so I need to revoke their claims. I don't want Turkmenia to remain decentralized forever. Although yeah, it is going to destroy my relation with them a little bit. And I did work pretty hard to get them in the power bloc. But if they leave, we can get them back later. So it's not a big deal. Yeah, they did leave. Bro, I hate this event. I absolutely hate this event. It was okay the first 2 times, but now it's really getting annoying. Fine, we'll get like health insurance or something. But I first want interventionism. My god, but Persia is so strong now. Way stronger than they were before. And we managed to enact interventionism. Yes, yes please. Although we are above the company limit now. Okay, get another slot from here. And now let me start building some stuff. Let me start fixing my economy. Okay, the war is over, thankfully. And now we can start colonizing Turkmenia. Now I sort of want a dedicated police force, because I am struggling with with radicals. Okay, the law passed. Okay, you know what? The minus 100% control is causing a lot of problems. So we'll change our policy from forced assimilation to turmoil suppression. Maybe it will help us a little bit. I'm attacking Nepal because they also need to hear about Zoroastrianism. And I'm also enacting secret police. Let's send a missionary to Nepal. Oh wait, what? They're already Zoroastrian? I did not know that. I don't think they were. I'm pretty sure they were Hindu. Okay, let's try it again in Bhutan. Let's try annexing them. Okay, they back down to being annexed. Okay, so this state, you know for a fact, is 100% Jelupa. Now let's send the missionary over. Already 300 people converted. Okay, and then it instantly converted to Zoroastrian. The entire state. Man, this is so funny. Let's try it again. Let's do it again. Oh, and they back down as well. Okay, now they are 100% Theravada. We send the missionary over and 100% Zoroastrian. We have mastered the art of conversion. Like, those guys hear about Zoroaster for the first time and they're like, okay, fine, I'm converting. Yeah, he's right. I was trying to fix the economy, but you know what? Who even cares at this point? Let's just convert everybody. Look at them, Theravada. And now Zoroastrian. All of Burma was conquered and converted in less than a year. I will keep going into Yunnan for only 16 infamy. Pretty much nothing. But we'll be able to convert another 9 million people. Welcome to the Empire, Yunnan. Now it's about time to leave your animist ways behind. Glad you listened. Okay, I don't think I'll keep going. I did achieve my goal of converting the entirety of India. I also may have destroyed Hinduism a little bit. Bali is still Hinduist, however, although I think they are the only Hindus around. Yeah, the Hindu religion has a global population of 2.6 million, so it's really just the population of Bali. And there are a couple Hindus in Ukraine as well. Well, good for them, I guess. They managed to escape the mass conversion. And also, we not only converted, but also assimilated a lot of people. Look at that, all of those guys are Bedouin. Yeah, because a lot of the conversion buffs also come with assimilation ones as well. But that's pretty cool, we did create a completely different India. Well, how does the rest of the world look like? Well, in Africa, Sokoto got really big, they colonized the whole lot. And Europe looks like this. There are like 3 different Germanys over here. And the Romans are still alive. Very cool, very cool. This is South America, and this is how North America is looking like. I don't really know what to comment on, because I don't really remember how it looked like at the start. But anyway, let's go back to us. We have the second largest economy in the world, just below the Netherlands. Yeah, they went pretty insane this game. But at least we have the biggest population in the world by far. And absolutely everyone is Zoroastrian. I converted millions, hundreds of millions actually. Also, those are my laws and my institutions. So that's it, thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Victoria 3 A to Z. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.